Hi, welcome back. This is your tarot reading for the sign of Aries, your sun, moon, and rising for the month of August 2026. So let's take a look at your recent past. Where did you come from? All right, we've got the Five of Wands. Let me hold that up a bit closer. The Five of Wands is a card about conflict. It's a passionate card. Um, it's When I say conflict, it's actually very light conflict. It's more like making fun of each other, poking at each other type of thing. But here you can see the hand that's reaching out. So it seems like this poking or whatever has gone a little too far for you. And it's almost like you're reaching out. But there is, again, there's a light that's buried. Um, and it's waiting to come out. So I would say, you kind of wanted to avoid that, but unfortunately, because it's your recent past card, it's telling me that you were in it. Okay, so let's take a look what's happening for the next 2 weeks for Aries. All right, so we have the Five of Pentacles, and this card is, there's a little bit of things associated with this card. So worry, loss, and Pentacles is an earth element card. So it represents things like your finances, your career, that sort of thing. Then we have the Knight of Pentacles as well. So um, the Knight of Pentacles, interesting. Knights are usually they're always on a mission. And Pentacles, same thing, earth element, representing career, work, finances. And I'm just looking at the image here to see if it's pulling anything else for me. So I want to say that the knight, he's wise, because he's on a mission. So he has a plan. His brain is activated, and he has some foresight. Okay, you can see kind of, there's like that. I almost want to say an eye on his helmet. It is and it isn't. Okay, so and you can see his eyes, his eye is really, really focused. Okay. The other thing is here, his ear is hidden, indicating that he's not listening to anyone. He's got like that tunnel vision. He's really, really focused. All right, and then we have the Queen of Wands. Now, she's I'm gonna hold this up a bit. I didn't hold up the other one. She's a little bit of a um firecracker, let's put it that way. She has a lot of passion, a lot of energy, a lot of fire within her, and you can see the red from the card by itself. Um it, it she's she can be very sexual as well, very alluring. Okay, so what is the first 2 weeks trying to tell us? Um, you may have started feeling out that you might be at a little bit of loss financially. Um, and maybe it's, you were overspending, you're doing things that you shouldn't be doing. Um, you're enjoying it, you're enjoying the money, but it seems like you're getting to the point where it's, almost the breaking point because things are starting to turn into a loss. And so what you're doing now is you're putting a plan in place um, to achieve, to bring back that money into your account, or that time or that energy, whatever this may be for you. And it seems like you're doing this with the help of someone. So it could be a close friend, um, someone around you that's guiding you. It could be your other half. But there's someone around you that's, how can I put it, encouraging and motivating you to get back on track. So nothing big in the first 2 weeks, Aries, which is kind of a good thing because Aries, God of War and things like that, you kind of need a break every now and then. All right, so let's take a look at the last 2 weeks. Okay, the first card here we have the Three of Pentacles. So a lot of pentacles in this reading so far. And there, the Three of Pentacles is really talking about hard work, and you can see this person is holding the boulder on their back. So, um, it's heavy work. You're carrying the load, basically. Then we have the King of Cups. So this King of Cups, again, very, you can see there's like the romantic aspect of this card. He's someone that's typically very well dressed. His hair is done. He, how can I put this? He's always got one eye, one ear open, right? So he's always listening, always watching. But he does base a lot of his decisions and a lot of his actions on his emotions and how he feels. Okay. And then last one we have is the Five of Swords. Now, the Five of Swords, again, card of conflict, but here it's showing defeat. So it's like you went through some kind of a conflict where you might have lost. Okay. Not a big one, though, because it's only a minor arcana. The one thing I will say is you can see that the person, meaning you here, has a light behind them or encapsulating them, indicating that you're still being guarded, you're still being protected. Okay, so what are the last 2 weeks of August saying for you? We know that you're carrying a lot of the work. I mean, just by these two alone, right? You're carrying a lot on your shoulders, and it doesn't always mean work as in your job. So it could be anything that you're carrying on your shoulders. And I feel like there's something that is going on with you, Aries, that you are holding on. You can't let go for some reason. There's something that is happening that it's weighing on your shoulders. Very obvious in this reading. Um, Now, the King of Cups. So I think what's happening with you is now some of your emotions are getting involved, and you're making decisions based on your emotions. Okay, which sometimes is good and sometimes it's bad. In this case, it's not working for you because you can see right after you have a loss. So whatever you're doing, whatever you're holding on to, whatever that hard work is, it's getting to you. And because it's getting to you, you're leaning to an emotional state, and that emotional state is making you make decisions that are not in your benefit. Okay, so just keep that in mind. um Again, nothing big here, no major arcanas, which is good in a way. So just day-to-day things that you need to look out for. Okay, I hope this reading resonates. If it does, hit the like button. Don't forget to share. Until next month, shine your light. And if you're looking for a personal reading, feel free to contact me, and my link is in the bio.